As soon as she heard I was moving to town and that I was interested in meeting really interesting professional women, she said, "You have to join the Boston Club."
A lot of people talk today about disruptive innovation. There were those very early disruptors, and I would say the Boston Club is one of them.
Being one of the most senior women in most of the companies I've worked for the better part of 10 or 15 years, I really was looking to try to build some of those local relationships. It's been very rewarding and a great opportunity.
The Boston Club is a club, and it is also a cause. It's an organization that focuses on the advancement of women leaders. It's about not only the bonding that takes place between us, it's also thinking strategically and making a difference.
In 40 years, the Boston Club has grown from a twice-a-week luncheon club to an organization of over 700 senior executive and professional women.
When we first met, we met for lunch. That's why our name was the Boston Lunch Club, and that meant that people who came usually worked in the city. We brought two worlds together, the world of business and finance and the world of government, politics, and public policy.
Everything we do is aimed at putting more women into senior leadership positions because we believe that more women in senior leadership positions is good for the economic health of our communities, and that's good for everyone.
And you look at the impact that women make, particularly in the executive leadership ranks and on the boards, you see that those companies outperform oftentimes their competitors. And there's people who debate, they would say, that happens because it's not because of you have more women, it's because those companies are enlightened or they are open-minded or more inclusive. But in reality, you can't separate those two. So that open-mindedness leads to more diversity, which leads to better results.
We have educational experiences in which women can learn what it is to be on a board and how to not only work within the confines of what's demanded, but also how to be a solid voice.
The organization is very well run. The quality of the programs, the quality of the people, and the way that people interact with the Boston Club, it is top-level professionalism through and through.
The Boston Club gathers resumes of qualified women who are interested in both nonprofit and corporate board service. We have done searches for corporations ranging from 50 million or less to billions of dollars.
The Boston Club has a terrific network to do this. It's an incredibly powerful collection of folks. The Corporate Advisory Board has terrific resources, and we should push hard and demand that people engage organizations like this when they make these kinds of decisions, period.
The club is really helping to groom us. I did participate in the mentorship program. Being able to call on her and negotiate a couple things has been really helpful.
I can call anyone in the Boston Club and they will pick up the phone right away, and there's always someone who's been there, done that.
I think a lot of what we did and what still happens is support. Can I run this by you? What do you think of this?
The Boston Club does research primarily in the area of gender diversity on boards of directors.
The purpose of the research that we do is to ensure that people understand the importance of having women on their boards. And we are making sure that women's voices, which in turn means all voices, are being heard, and we are able to make a difference in the world in which we live, and of course in Boston.
The Boston Club is an opportunity for very busy senior women to be in a professional environment and meet other women with different backgrounds, diverse situations, and learn from them. And not only learn from them from a career standpoint, but make some friendships and relationships of women you would never have met.
They have made a huge difference with corporate boards. They have made a big difference with not-for-profit boards. But beyond that, for me personally and professionally, they have probably been the greatest assets and supporters that I could ever have.
In the future, I would love to see the Boston Club embracing women at an earlier stage in their career.
I think looking ahead, we need to start to set the stage for the millennial talent to be aware of us, have an opportunity to sort of taste the club and make some relationships.
We always talk about, is there still a need for an organization like the Boston Club? And there is, and I think there's going to be for a long time.
40 years ago, we spent a lot of time saying, I am woman, hear me roar. We wanted our rights understood. We now are, I am woman, I am your expert. I am woman, I am your colleague. And I am woman, I'm your friend.